We catch up with the new recruits now in Park Life.
Today on Park Life, Richard tries out for the skateboard show.
Yeah, I'd really like to get on the team because it's what I love doing anyway, skating.
Christian and Rasmus visit from Denmark.
It tastes a bit like coal or something like that.
And Teresa applies for a promotion.
Got me letter.
A half-pipe has suddenly appeared on Park. It can only mean one thing. Team Extreme have arrived.
Yeah, Team Extreme's been around for the last 12 years. It's a number of riders from 3 or 4 different sports. We have some of the best riders in the UK and in Europe available to the team. We're just doing 6 weeks worth of shows, 7 days a week. I think it's 41 days this year we're doing. So what we'll do is, obviously, as the crowd come in, they rush to the rides, we give them something to watch, a bit of entertainment before they actually get there. One of the top inline skaters in Europe at the moment, Doug Peel-Yates, he's improved immensely since he's been on the show team, was former British champion. He's got no doubt that he's going to win it again this year in the next couple of weeks. Mark Whitfield, the BMXer here, is almost certainly one of the top BMXers up and coming. Former nickname was Scary Boy, but now he's developed so well that he's just been out to America. And then we've got Gadget, who's a snakeboarder, and I say that with a laugh because snakeboarding is quite an unusual sport. It never picked up like the other sports, but Gadget was one of the few people worldwide that actually developed the sport, so you could actually say he's an innovator in this sport. And then last but not least is Dennis. And Dennis is known as the madman in BMXing. Anyone will name any trick and Dennis will just get off and do it. Yeah, I was the original when the craze come, the mad craze in the 70s. I'm 39 right now. This is sort of my retirement year to be doing this.
The team are on the lookout for some young blood, and adverts have been placed in magazines asking for hopefuls to get in touch and try out. But so far, no one suitable has turned up. Stansted, and the airport is busy with the constant arrivals and departures of international and domestic flights. Alton Towers is one of the UK's most popular tourist destinations and has its fair share of overseas visitors. Travelling from Denmark today are 15-year-olds Rasmus and Christian, along with Christian's father, Torkin.
We're coming from Denmark and we are going here to Alton Towers to ride the roller coasters and have a good time. And we are looking very much forward to it. We don't have any big theme parks. There's Legoland and it's kind of a little theme park.
Christian's dad is acting as chauffeur, and they're collecting a hire car for the 2.5-hour journey to their holiday accommodation.
We'll be staying for 5 nights, and we'll be staying in a camping site near Alton Towers. We have 2 tents, one for my dad and one for the 2 of us.
Teresa started working at the park as a host about a month ago. She's really enjoying the job, but would like more responsibility.
I feel like I've got a bit more to offer as a senior, and I've had the experience before working with teams, so I'd like to put that to use with this lot.
A position has come up for the role of senior host. It's a promotion, and Teresa has applied. Now she's got an interview with Wayne.
I'm going in for a senior interview today, so I'm a little bit nervous at the moment. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's a new role for me.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks.
Good to see you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Take a seat.
The kind of people that we're looking for, the kind of person that we're looking for, has got to be somebody extremely good at communication. The kind of person with the ability to lead is probably the most important.
Obviously, it's a leadership role, but other than being a leader, you have to be a friend to the team as well.
It's been a good interview, and Wayne is impressed.
I believe that we will seriously consider Teresa for the position of senior host.
Meanwhile, Christian and Rasmus are en route to the park. Their home country of Denmark is tiny, so they weren't expecting such a long journey.
It was a quite long drive because in Denmark, everything is in a range of 100 miles or so it was a bit longer than expected.
But eventually they arrive at their campsite and challenge Christian's dad Torkin to a tent erecting competition.
We're used to the rain because in Denmark it rains a lot, so it's not so different from what we expected.
All finished in there, really?
Yes, completely. And I have remembered my pillow.
This tent is much smaller, so it's a lot easier for him. It's not fair.
You aren't finished yet?
16-year-old Mel works at the park as a host. Today she's got a day off and she's on the move.
God. Today I'm moving house. I'm going to Cheadle from Leek. As you can see, packing, my stuff is everywhere. I'm moving because, first of all, I live on my own. I don't like living on my own. I don't know really, I just fancy move. Oh! No, more clothes. My ex-boyfriend as well lives around here, making a fresh start, so I think it's about time I moved away from him as well. Just off into the horizon kind of thing. I dyed that pink in the wash. It's my ex-boyfriend's actually, but I think I'll keep it.
Mel's current boyfriend Ben isn't helping today. They've had a bit of a ruck.
It's a long story. Basically, he thought we broke up, which we hadn't, and he got off with this girl, which I wasn't too impressed with. But it's men for you, isn't it? Ugh.
Last ride closes at 6 o'clock tonight. Hiya.
Teresa still hasn't heard whether she's been promoted, but things are looking promising. Today she's been asked to take on the role she's applied for by way of training.
Today I am being senior for the first time, which is should be okay actually. I just have to keep the troops in line, but they're fab troops. They're a laugh and we get on like a scream. So T is the senior today, trying to Diablo.
Things are going well and she's popular with the staff.
She's really nice. She's like new. She's only just kind of started and she's applying for the senior position. I think she will get it because she's a top girl. She's like really friendly and everyone seems to get on with her really well.
I haven't found out yet if I've got senior. I think it went okay. I've just got to wait and see.
Richard is 15 years old. He's travelled up from Taunton in Somerset to try out with Team Extreme. If he succeeds, a glittering career could be ahead of him.
If you are one of the best, one up and coming, you get a good name, you can get a shoe named after you, you can have a computer game named after you, there's a chance that you can make a hell of a lot of money. But most of the time, you can make a decent living travelling around, you get to see the world.
Yeah, I'd really like to get on the team because it's what I love doing anyway, skating, and then you get to travel around all over the place, doing shows and meet new people.
Team manager and skateboarder Neil Dans has taken Richard to a nearby skate park to check out his credentials.
Hey, what's that thing you do off your hand? What's that called?
Eggplant twist.
Eggplant twist. So I'm watching here, and you got local lads who are from the skate park, and they obviously ride this all the time. And we brought little Rich in today, and straight away a lot of the local kids are stepping back because they can see his standard.
I don't mind skating in front of people. I prefer it when they skate with me because you get a good session going. When Neil was watching me, I was a little bit nervous because the ramp wasn't that good, so I couldn't get very high on it, and my tricks, some of them were a little bit sketchy. So I just tried to do what I could, and I think he realised the ramp wasn't the best.
Just say you timed it. You look really confident on it, for what I feel anyway. I think I don't feel as confident as you look. Just take your time and...
Don't like it.
No, not at all. But you know the ramp that we've seen today at Alton Towers, which if you make the audition, you'll actually use a decent ramp, do you know what I mean? So that'll be better for you, so. You know, he's so young that he's finding it hard to get the power, but you can already see he's already getting it on a big ramp like this. Now we can do stuff like that on our ramp, right? We got no problem. Straight away I can see a standard, right? So Rich, just watch you there, mate, and I think you're really, really good. Your standard's good enough for the team, definitely. So what I'd like to do, right, is I'd like to try and get you to stay on this weekend at Alton Towers and watch you over the weekend as well. Bring you in for other weekends during the summer season as well. So we give you this season's wear.
Yeah, when Neil told me I was on the team, I was really happy because it means I can just do what I love. And hopefully I can make a career out of it.
So I'd like to congratulate you.
Thanks.
And well done today, mate. Well done. I think you was fantastic.
Back at the campsite, and our Danish tourists are getting up, ready to enjoy a slap-up breakfast. At least they ate well last night, though, when they ventured out of their tents and took in the local delights.
We went down into the city, Chile, and had some kebab and fried potatoes.
Yum, yum. So now they're off to the park, and Christian's dragged his dad along, although he hasn't decided if he'll go on the rides.
I'm not sure. I would like to see the rides before I take a decision. That's Nemesis. That's it. Okay. Whoa. That's looking nice.
And that's Lipsdale. And this is Nemesis. This is Nemesis.
Oh, no way I'm gonna do this on the buses.
Meanwhile, Mel is on the move.
Fast as we can. Run. Cheap bin bag, isn't it? It's falling apart in my hand. I've got clothes, I've got hangers, I've got racks, things. I've got everything. I've got makeup, I've got shoes, I've got rollerblades. I could rollerblade, couldn't I, actually? I've got teddies, you name it. I've got everything to move in here today. I'm just tired. I could just go in and sleep, to be honest. My absolutely just shattered.
The boys are finally at the park, and with a reluctant dad in tow, they're determined to have a good time.
It was very fun, I think, but I'm not sure I will do it again.
The boys are very persuasive, but there are some things that talking just won't do.
That's not for me.
It's very, very bad football. But I think...
After losing the tent competition, Christian and Rasmus have a point to prove. Over at the ice show, and Teresa has had a letter.
Got me letter. So I'll just have to wait and see. No. I'll probably open the letter after the show. When I've got a spare moment to myself, I'll do it on the quiet. So if I don't get it, I can cry in a corner.
The show is over, and there's no more delaying. Teresa prepares herself for the result.
moment of truth.
No, I didn't get it. Not this time. No. Never mind. I'm going to continue working here, obviously, and they still want me to do senior positions every now and then when people are sick. Then I'll learn as well, I suppose, as I'm going along. And, you know, maybe in the future I'll get the position later on, but I've only been here a month, so it was a bit of a long shot. But I'm not disappointed. I'm happy for the next person that gets it. And I'll just carry on here as I have done and have a laugh with my friends.
Mel's been back and forth on the bus all day. Now she's finally set to move into her new flat.
I'll tell you something, I'm not ever moving out again. This is like the last place I'm ever going to move to. I can't wait to move in now. I'm getting really excited. I'm excited now. This is my bed, obviously. So comfy. But mates live over there. I've got the takeaway out there. So change this lamp. Кино lamp. So it's quite nice. I'm happy now. I'm happy I moved in. Got quite a few regrets about leaving. I'm going to miss my friends. Perry was seen before when best mates come up to me. And I was like, she didn't ask me where I was going with my bags. I'm glad she didn't, because she didn't know I've moved yet. So I'm going to tell her tomorrow. So I'm going to have quite a lot of regrets. I think I probably want to go back. But I reckon I have to stay here. I have to settle in here. I think once I've settled in a bit more, got myself sorted out, I think then I'll feel even more at home in what I do now.
Rasmus, Christian and Torkin have had a busy day. Now it's time to relax with a Barbie and a glass of wine. They've travelled a long way to Alton Towers, but they already have a theme park on their doorstep back home.
We actually have a very little theme park near Neston called Bonbon Land. Very small compared to Alton Towers, and it's made out in a field. It's flat, and they have just planted some rides in the field.
Everything has this candy theme, and it's for small children.
Is there anything that is not burned?
Very nice.
It tastes a bit of like coal or something like that.
Rasmus is not impressed with the sausages.
In Denmark, we put this kind of skin on them. So they're cooked before we buy them. It's not very nice. It looks like some kind of pig shit or something.
And every time I barbecue, my father is doing all the work, so I don't know how to.
You can see I have big experience in barbecuing.
He's a barbecuing expert.
Also stopping at the campsite is one of the Alton Towers caricaturists, and he's agreed to do a picture of the boys. What better way to take your mind off the food? First up, it's Christian.
There you go. That's you.
Very beautiful.
Is Erasmus popular with the ladies back home?
No, not at all.
Yeah, well, I think, just getting away and having a holiday and all this stuff has been great. And I think it's been a great trip.
Yes, and I like the roller coasters for the most. It's very exciting getting here, and it's the best, I think.
På gensyn, det har været sjovt at være her.
Over at the halfpipe, and Team Extreme are about to begin their show. But this time they've got a new member, 15-year-old inliner Richard.
Yeah, today's my first show for Team Extreme. I'm a bit nervous about, hope I do all my tricks, but it'll be right. I haven't really had a chance to warm up on the ramp.
We got some new blood in the team. We got a 15-year-old inliner called Richard, the new addition to Team Extreme. So if you want to check it out, all you young kids looking for some inspiration, then come over and check out our new blood. Richard, only 15 years old.
Things are going well until Richard attempts a 540.
I was coming down to land, and because it's a narrower ramp to what I'm used to, I sort of ran out of ramp a bit, so I had to bail. Yeah, I felt a little bit annoyed because that's a trick I don't fall over on. Or not usually anyway.
But he's straight back on his feet and continues to wow the crowd. Richard's got a stack of tricks up his sleeve, but there's one move he's yet to pull off when he's practiced on this ramp.
My best trick's a 900, which is 2.5 rotations. So you go up forwards and land forwards. But I don't like doing that on some ramps because it's a bit scary.
I can remember the fear that went through my body when I first stood on a ramp. And any time I ever learned anything new, my theory would be to watch it, see how it was done, and then just attempt it straight away. Don't think about it too much, because when you start thinking about it, you're on the top of a 12-foot high ramp. That's when the nerves set in.
He's done it, and he's over the moon.
So now I'm on Team Extreme. It should be hopefully the start of a long time skating, and as I get paid for it, I'll be able to hopefully afford to go to bigger competitions in different countries so I can get further in the contests, so forth.
Next time on Park Life, Team Extreme compere Jamie gets drafted into the hotel show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the magical Alton Towers Hotel.
The search is on for a new webmaster.
No, I've only got 3 weeks left as a webmaster. Then I'm heading back to Australia.
And the park staff party, school disco style.
Hey, what is this bell?
Good night! Sky Travel's Ticket to Ride weekend continues tomorrow morning at 10 as we hold on to our hats for Extreme Rides 3. Now though, Starville heads to Mike Myers' hometown next.
How would you feel